January 18th on a Sunday. More NFL playoffs today. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about yesterday in full. But first, a lot of you message me or email me asking if I've DM'd you with get the plays here, with go to here, go to there. I don't. Ever. There's one place to get to my actual plays where you're actually supporting me and my work, and that is my website. So if some bozo or whatever is trying to get you to go somewhere else, just know you're probably dealing with somebody that's going to scam your Venmo or some of that bullshit. Just giving you that heads up because I've been getting those emails. All right, yesterday, first of all, 4-0 NFL playoffs. A few folks said I need to bounce back from the NFL last weekend. There you go. 11 units yesterday. Broncos, 4 units. Seahawks minus the 7, 3 units. Seahawks team total over 27.5 was 3 units. Over the 45 for the full game, 2 units. 4-0 NFL. I'll talk about the Seahawks games first, and then we'll talk about that Bills-Broncos. Seahawks game yesterday was probably one of my sharper handicaps maybe of the season. The Seahawks had scored 13 in the prior 2 meetings this season against the 49ers, which made me love their team total over 27.5 as they scored 41. Given that, it made me like the over. Thought San Francisco would do just enough to get there, and ultimately, I guess the 6 points was just enough. And yeah, minus the 7. That was kind of a no-sweater. All right, so Bills and Broncos. Had the Broncos 4 units. Came out on the right side. There's a lot to get to here, a lot to unpack. So from here on, it'll probably be a couple more minutes. If you don't want to stick around, don't. I don't care. Here's the thing. Where do I start? I think I start here. If you're a Bills fan or a Bills backer, very rarely can you blame Josh Allen. Yesterday, you can. And I've said this, it seems like year after year, whether it's regular season or playoffs, the dude just keeps doing rookie-type shit. And I'm talking about the play before halftime. Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with him running, even though you have no timeouts. And I assume they're trying to get to a spot out of bounds maybe for a Hail Mary. I don't know. But he's in the middle of the field with, 15 seconds left. You're like, it's done. You don't have a timeout. Even if you slide, it's done. The clock's going to run out. So to carry the ball like a loaf of bread up the middle of the field with no timeouts left is a rookie mistake. Like, it just is. Like, you lost by 3 points. You gifted them 3 right there. Now, the other part of that is the sack where he gets just destroyed. Is that his fault? Maybe not. Maybe the internal clock wasn't going off. Maybe the lineman didn't even get touched. Don't really recall. Just know right after halftime that fumble. So maybe that wasn't on him. And maybe the deep ball, was it in overtime? I think it was in overtime. Where it was ruled an interception. And I'm going to get into this too. First and foremost, let me say this. If I had the Bills in this spot, would I be upset and somewhat pissed? Probably. With a Broncos ticket, I wasn't. If I didn't have a play either way, I'd probably determine this or decide this, that there's been multiple times when I or we've had players catch touchdowns in the end zone and get tripped up or somewhat tackled, and they hit the ground, and the ball jars loose and hits the ground, and they rule it incomplete. Even though dude 2 hands catches it, dude gets 2 feet down and then goes to the ground and it comes loose and they rule it incomplete. And we're all like, Like, no, like he caught it though. Like it's a dumb rule. And I think they had to use the same rule in that instance. Like, I think Cooks caught it. I do. But I think as he went to the ground, there's still frames where the ball is not even on his chest. Like, it's already away from him. So if you're going to call those that I mentioned prior incomplete, I think they had to stay interception there. And I know you Bills fans or backers aren't going to like that. And you're probably, even though I said I would probably be pissed if I had Bills in that situation, you're probably still going to be in the comments saying, you wouldn't say that if you had the Bills. But anyway. But it all goes back to Josh Allen. Listen, he puts on that cape they always claim. Tony Romo more than anybody. Jesus Christ. I think he would. I honestly think he would. But Josh Allen had 4 turnovers. Period. End of story. He was emotional, crying in the post game, saying it was his fault, and it was his fault. Like, if Josh Allen has 2 turnovers, they win that game by 7 or 10. If he has 1, so forth and so on. So, 90% of the time, that dude's not to blame. Yesterday he was. Bottom line. Period. End of story. Whether you want to hear it or you don't want to hear it. All right, that's enough about those games. That was a hell of a game, by the way. Sick for Bo Nix with his broken ankle. Second to last play or the play before the kneel down. That's pretty wild. So yeah, this video is running about 7 minutes now, but I'm just trying to cover all the bases. 4-0 NFL, 11 units there, but gave a few back on my college hoops plays yesterday. But overall, a big green day for us over there, full card. So plays are up today. There's only a couple NFL plays, no hoops today. So I'm giving you a free play lean out of respect for the folks over there. It's the right thing to do, whether you free folks like it or not. But leans, I said this on Twitter, I think leans are like 794 and 3 lifetime. Yes, that's a joke, but they do seem to catch a lot. So Rams, Bears over 48.5 tonight. I don't care how cold it is. I don't. Probably still goes over. They're not throwing ice cubes, even though the ball will probably feel like that. They're still throwing and handing off a football. All right. That's it. Sorry so long. If you're still here, you can comment, still here. I'm smart money. That's the like. I love y'all. Let's go.